in our minds we have a very, because we have a binary, we have, definite ideas apparently of what's masculine and what's feminine, where in actual fact we don't. And they've moved. The goalposts have been shifted throughout the centuries. I mean, King Henry VIII, no, it's a different king actually. King Louis XIV, different country, French guy. He pretty much centred the French court around the impossibility to move, and that included men and women. So he wore, red high heels, and so it meant that if you dropped something, you couldn't pick it up. And men and women, and that's pretty much continued after the French Revolution for women, but not men. Men would faint in those days because they wore those really restricting clothes and they weren't allowed to move and they were pasty and et cetera, et cetera. As soon as they did too much, they would faint. The idea was they were the class where they didn't have to move, and that's pretty much what continued after the French Revolution as a way of controlling women.
It's so interesting. It's about weakness, isn't it? Like feminine, it feels like a weakness thing. Like the high heels, you can't run away.
That's more, like, if you think about it, it's more to do with, say, as they say, the winner's right history. And that's pretty much what's going on. So where they say masculinity is strength, femininity is weakness, you could say if the losers wrote the history, femininity would be flexibility and ability to adjust, whereas masculinity would be, what would you call unbending, and so that would, the oak and the wild reeds, the oak would fall down. So I always think that when you look at these binaries, masculine's positive, feminine's negative, you can always find what the positive ideas behind that is. It's just because it's been set up because the winners are men.